Hey folks, how we doing? Um, it's 5:48. 8 is knowledge or data, 4 is fortitude, and 5 is moving. Wow, okay, it's 5:49. 9 is elder fortitude and movement. Excuse me. Um, um, Probably the rest of my videos are going to be a little rough. I'm not going to do too many more, I don't think. Um, I'm trying to touch in some topics where I can figure out something to say to you that's going to be helpful. Um, no one tells me what to do, but I serve. I serve everything. That's my job. A lot of people don't like the way I serve. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing to me. You don't like what I do? Good. You're not me. If you were, you might be different, but maybe not, because you're not me. You're not. You don't consist of all the frequencies and stuff that I do. You didn't have the original format that I was given. Um, that's why I'm pretty good at telling it like it is. Um, anyway, guess that's a little aggressive, but it's important at this point in this life that I speak exactly how I feel and how I know is right. I want to talk about when you start seeing past lives, okay? I should be going through a better past life regression with you right now. I'm sorry, folks, I can't. Um, I've been up for a little while, but I'm just not. I'm right now. I'm kind of weak. I'm tired. Don't feel good. Um, but I did want to talk about it just the same. So I got to get that animal energy video out. When you go into past lives, you start getting flashes. A lot of you already do. Some of you can actually go into past lives. Uh, that's funny. Dragonstone jasper and a piece of a different kind of piece of blue aventurine. Um, when you start going into past lives and seeing them through vision and getting gut feelings and feeling something in your heart, that's when it's really important to trust yourself, okay? Um, that's when, as you see something, it's exciting and somewhat wondrous that you're actually seeing something, or at least you think you are, or you feel you are, or you have a gut feeling you're not used to having. Why not trust it? Why not trust you're having that feeling or seeing that thing, or why not trust you're having that for a reason? Why not think it's real? Why do you think it happened? It's like I've said before, if you go in your head and try and make I want to see a blue elephant, and all of a sudden you see one. Okay, that could be self-generating a concept, something you want to see. If you don't have that attention and your mind is open, you're seeing what you're seeing for a reason. Okay. Sometimes you'll see past lives. The Earth is young. You all are old. Okay. Um, Most all your lives have been on other planets. Sylvia Brown used to, say, "Oh my gosh, you're an old soul. You've had 52 lives. Holy mackerel!" She could only see the lives on this planet. Okay, how many lives someone had on this planet? Um, she had no idea about everything else. Um, all the other lives you've had, because you've had hundreds of millions for the most part, and more. There's been 5 waves of souls that have come out. There's some in the 5th wave that have had 19, 23 lives total. They're very young. So, when you see an image, lots of times it's a message. Excuse me. It could be a spirit guide. It could be a spirit guide giving you a message, trying to show you something. All right, now let's look at how that happens, okay? The spirit guide. His spirit doesn't have a body and a head. I ran into this lady that's so funny at PetSmart. I think her name's Donna. Yeah, it is. She gets so pissed about me talking about any of this stuff, and I don't go around just throwing it everywhere. But I'm, if it comes up or something, I talk about it, or someone asks me a question, I tell them. Sometimes I tell about the experience to someone else that's there. I don't talk with her about it. She's 27% negative soul, and she's locked into Christianity. She told me I was talking with someone else there, and she started blurting out, "Well, I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and you can't do that to my head. I'm too strong." And I'm like, "Yeah, good. I'm happy for you." And I went back to talking with my friend, and then she blurted in again. She said, you don't even believe that you have a solid body when you die." And I'm like, actually, I know you don't. Okay? And then I just looked at her and I went in her head. Frack that. I was pissed. And I looked at her and saw little souls driving her, saw her negativity and her aggression and her frustration. And she's been told, "Oh, tell him. But all these little souls hanging on her head. It's funny. It's like they have a weird cap that moves. And so she kept up a little bit, and I just looked at her and laughed. I said, "Whatever, Donna." I said, "No, I couldn't help you, okay? Can't, she's 27% negative. I was trying to leave her alone. It's a business. This is business hours. There's people around. I was trying to be nice." So anyway, she's a firm believer that there's a physical body that you get put in. A human body that's physical, and it's in heaven, and you're floating around. I don't know. She thinks the solid ground you walk on in heaven is an actual place. She's welcome to that. I talked before about sometimes you meet people, you got to flush the toilet. Well, I did. She's playing with a tiny bowl man. Anyway, when you talk with energy, they don't have a regular body, a physical body. They're energy. They're true self. So when they talk to you in a physical body and you're extremely limited, how do you talk? How can they talk imagery? How they have to use imagery to try to talk to you. They can use words, but for you to see something, for you to see, that's the whole idea. Whether you see through the pineal or you see through the scanner. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just not doing good. The scanner, you're still going to see. And when you relax and meditate, you can see through the scanner just fine. Solar plexus and heart people, sometimes you have less pineal. You have scanner. That's powerful. You still see. You just have to understand how you're seeing things, okay? And that's part of what we're going into now. We see through image, okay? That's vision is imagery. People say, you have quite an imagination. I say, thank you. Because I have the ability to create great image inside of my head. When I see something as energy, it's an energy body. But I see it as I need to perceive it so that I can understand it. So that I can communicate, so I can just understand. So in this process of communicating with energy or with seeing something from a past life, especially when you were in a past life in a different body that you can't hardly imagine. I mean, it's hard for you to focus on. What about the lives that you've had as an antid? An insect type being. But you kind of get freaky, yeah. So when you see that, your spirit guide helps you see it as a person, as a physical human being. When I went back into the first life that I ever had, that was on Gera. That was with Lily. Blah, I almost said something else. That was in a very strange body. It was the very beginning of the forming of the Drac race. When I first saw it, when I first went back there, it was human bodies. Lily and I were human in different human bodies. Not this one, but very pleasant physical bodies, both of us. And I felt the love, the wonder, amazement, the beauty. And then at the end, the horror. But the first thing was the love and the beauty. While I'm in this body, I could never forget, but as spirit, we don't have those issues. We don't ever forget. We keep amassing knowledge. It's one of the things that makes us bigger and stronger. But it was a beautiful, wonderful thing. And then as time went on, I realized something's not right about that. And it wasn't. So I just looked at the situation. I said, truth. I need to see the truth. And then I saw a body that was humanoid-ish. And then had other characters. So it was going towards the truth. And I finally got there. But in a way, I wish I hadn't, because being in a human body and understanding beauty in this way, it kind of took away a little something from it. But the thing is, we need to understand something. When you go, the first part of the meditation video I put out, I explained one way to meditate, and that's how you go. That's how you try to flow into having past lives, and you can do it like that. Brian L. Weiss does that very well. Brian L. Weiss, W-E-I-S-S. He's been a friend of mine many lives. And he's the best there is at it. Someone else might have a way that'll work better for you. That's awesome. Please use it. But Dr. Weiss, he was a psychiatrist. Didn't believe in any of this stuff until he started finding out it was real. There was this Chinese lady that had a problem with her arm, and nobody could, nobody could really come up with what the heck was going on. No doctor could understand what was happening. She had plenty of money, and she was, Chinese and never couldn't speak any English or anything. So she had an interpreter, and then the Brian Weiss had a session with her with the interpreter there, and then they kept talking. He kept talking about the pain and everything, and he put her under, so to speak. He helped her calm down and flow inside herself. And then he asked her and said, "Go back to the time when this actually happened, when you hurt your arm." And he was thinking, like when she was a little girl or something traumatic, some traumatic event happened. And all of a sudden, she started speaking back in fluent English. And he was like, "What the?" And then the interpreter was freaked out. The interpreter started taking her English and translating it to him in Chinese. And so Dr. Weiss goes, "Dude, chill out. I got this English thing." And she was in San Francisco when she got hurt in One Life, and she broke and burned her arm. So that was sticking with her. So then he found out that this stuff is true. For those of you that want to go into past lives, and I really want to encourage everyone to do it, please please take a look at his work, and then you're going to have some calm time. Someone's got an issue happening. People, I can't do a whole lot right now. Okay. I have so many of you, after explaining that Kevin Collins case out in California in '84, asking for help to find loved ones and stuff. I understand. I want to help so bad. I'm going, okay? One way or the other, I've got to leave. I'm shutting down. When I get out of my body, you have no idea the stuff I'm going to do to help you. The first thing I'm going to do is kill everything over there that's a problem, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is set the format for how things are going to be. The third thing I'm going to do is enforce it. And in the meantime, I'll be helping Lily become herself and everything else. You can do a lot as energy at one time, okay? It's not like being stuck in a body. But I can help you find things. I can help solve a lot of cases, but most importantly, everything's going to move forward properly. This should have happened a long time ago, but whatever, the most important thing, excuse me, is that it's happening now, is that it is happening, I mean, or that it happened now instead of later. I just, I couldn't crank someone up right now if I wanted to, okay? Anyway, boy, that just doesn't, those are my good glasses, I just can't deal with that. As your energy changes in your body too, when you start awakening and getting stronger, your eyes and your vision changes a little bit. I'm going the other way, and it's, just leaving, and it's just weird. My eyes can't focus like that. It feels better like this. Anyway, let's go back to what I was talking about. Um, so, Dr. Brian L. Weiss, he's really good at putting you through this. You know, he has a one way that might not be right with some of the guys, whatever. Uh, but once you listen to him do a couple, you'll have your own way. You'll modify that and have your own way to do it. But if you listen to that first meditation video that I put out, you're going to have the basic information, the basic recipe you need to bake your own cake, to relax and meditate, firing up your pineal and your scanner, and to go through time to see it, and time and space, because a lot of these things are on other planets. When you finally do a relaxed meditation focusing your pineal, and as you're doing that, the scanner's right there with it too, okay? Then you just relax, and then you can make the intention, I want to see a room in the last house I lived in off planet, and then you will see a snapshot of the room. It'll just be a snapshot, but you'll see it, okay? And you're don't be surprised at what you see. Just take the time to go back and look at it. Eventually it's going to fade away. Every once in a while someone will have one that sticks with them, but your spirit guides want you to have a memory of it, but not super focus on that, because they want you to focus on waking up. They want you to see them. And why not? If I was helping someone, I'd like them to just see me, while I'm in a body. I'm saying that, and I'm kind of like, well, some of the stuff I do, I don't want anyone to see. But, they're there with you. Their mission is to be with them, with you, there, helping you. So why wouldn't they want you to see them? Because they want you to know that they're there. Anyway, it's going to be easier as time goes on if you have more faith in what you're seeing, because nothing's going to be allowed to come up to you and say, no, you're not, no, you're not. And when that starts to happen, then they'll be, instructed not to ever do that again. And if they do, then they'll be replaced. And that's one of the things that the animal essence is going to start doing. Keeping an eye on all that. As energy, what I am, I can do a lot, but I'm going to be really busy too, and I don't want to miss a thing. And animal essence is done having lives, okay? Let me find a number. About 1 out of every 100 animal. No, it's more than that. Why am I getting that? On all planets everywhere, throughout creation, an average of 1 out of 100 animals that are born have animal essence in them. The other 99 out of the 100 are actually like human or fey solar essence energy. On this planet, it's more. Depending on the species, it's 20 to 40% of the animals or birds, whatever, being born actually that have a dual core energy, or what people call Kundalini. 20 to 40% of them are born with a human body, born with a human soul, human body. Hello. Yeah, I'm having problems. Folks, I'm going to run. That's about all I can do. But try to have faith in what you're seeing, okay? And you're just going to get stronger. As time goes on, you're going to get stronger and stronger, and it's really cool. And when you're angry about what's going on, feel it. Go ahead and feel it, know it, understand it. Because once you do, once you fully experience it, then you can let it go. But until you do that, you can't let it go. Okay? See what it is. It's not going to hurt you. Just don't dwell in it. You spill milk, you pour it out, or you spill something on the floor, you wipe it up. You don't sit in it. You look at it, see what it is, and you get a mop. I'm good with the mop thing. Anyway, look, I love y'all. I gotta go. I got a lot to do, and I don't feel like doing anything. Love y'all. Have faith in yourself. It's gonna be easier than it's ever been. Okay? Love you. Take care.